everyone, it's Lady Pops, and today by recommendation of, I think it's Salim, I think that's your name, you asked me to do another Yummy Nummies tutorial and I aim to please. So today we're going to be doing the Yummy Nummies Mini Kitchen Magic Funfetti Spaghetti Maker. Now I'm kind of apprehensive about this one because when I went out to buy another Yummy Nummies tutorial kit to do, I really was hoping for one of the brand new ones, like the cinnamon roll ones or the waffle maker ones, one of the cool sweet ones, because I know from experience they taste really, really nice. But in my Toys R Us, there was literally only these ones left, the Funfetti Spaghetti. And because of past experiences with the Yummy Nummies chicken nuggets and the other savoury foods, I'm kind of scared, I'm kind of frightened, because I know they don't taste that amazing, so yeah. We'll give it a try though, because spaghetti and meatballs is like my favourite food in the entire world, so hopefully it's good, hopefully. I'm hopeful but apprehensive. I've had some questions about whether these are halal and vegetarian. Don't quote me on this, I'm not entirely sure, but I think the main ingredients in these things is like a meat flavoured dough, dried egg whites, and potato. So I think you're okay if you're a vegetarian or if you need it for like, you know, halal and stuff. But double check on the website. I tried looking myself, maybe give them an email, but I'm not entirely sure, but I think they're okay. I think you're good to go. So without further ado, let's get going.
Hey everyone and welcome, and today we're going to be doing the Yummy Nummies Mini Funfetti Spaghetti Kitchen Magic Maker. In your box you will find the instructions or recipe, the kitchen magic tray, and 5 food packets. The pink one is soda, purple is the sauce, blue is the noodle base, red is the meatballs, and orange is the noodles. You will also find a plate, a cup, a noodle bag, measuring scoop, fork, spoon, and lastly you'll need a glass of warm water. So the first thing you want to do is remove the tray, packets and utensils from the packaging, and then use scissors to cut the kitchen magic tray along the indented lines. Fill trays 1 and 2 with warm tap water up to the first fill lines. And I made an absolute mess of this apparently. Next you want to open your noodle base, which is the blue packet and it's numbered number 34. And then you want to mix 2 scoops of powder into tray 2 using your measuring spoon, which is the purple square shaped spoon. Then you want to open the noodle packet, which is packet number 33, and the orange packet. And you want to mix 2 scoops of powder into tray 1. And you just want to give them a good old stir. Tray 1 will remain really, really watery. It's strange. I didn't know where it was in the beginning, but you'll see eventually. Tray 2 goes a lot thicker than tray 1. And turns a lot more of a yellowy colour. Next you want to take your noodle bag, and what I found to make this easier is you take the larger end of the bag and you want to fold the corners over. That way it's easier to pour your mixture into there. Also, it recommends using the little spoon, but that takes forever, and you can't see this because I edited it out. But just get a big spoon, it's so much quicker. So once you've scooped the noodle mixture from tray 1 into the noodle bag, you want to cut off the very tip of the corner bag, like a piping bag if you're going to ice a cake. Then slowly squeeze the contents of the bag out through the tiny hole and into the solution in tray 2. This is actually a lot harder than it seems. When I squeezed it, it came flying out like no tomorrow. So just be careful when you're doing that. And then lastly, you want to use your fork to carefully move the noodles onto the plate. It's amazing. It feels so good doing this. Next you want to take your sauce packet, which is numbered 34 and is the purple looking packet, and you want to mix 2 scoops of the powder into tray 3 along with 2 scoops of water and mix it up. This stuff smells so tomatoey and it turns super, super red. Next you want to open the meatball packet, which is number 35 and is the red colour packet, and you want to mix into tray 4 3 scoops of powder with 4 scoops of water. Then you just want to mix that up and it forms this really thick bolognese kind of consistency, maybe even like porridge. It's really strange, it doesn't smell very good. Then you want to evenly distribute the meatball mixture into trays 5 to 10. I actually ran out of mixture, as you can see. I only got 5 meatballs out of this, but I only ended up using 3 in the picture. in the end, so make as many as you like. Next, you want to microwave the meatball tray for 15 seconds and then wait 1 minute before carefully removing the meatballs from the tray. These things can get searing hot, and from past experience I know these things can burn. The plastic will turn black, so be careful. Get an adult to help you if you're young. Lastly, you want to open the soda packet, which is packet number 38 and is in the pink packaging, and add 1 scoop to the plastic cup and then fill the rest of the cup with water. I did this with warm water and it didn't taste very good, so definitely go get some cold water for this. And lastly, you want to add the sauce and the meatballs to the noodles on your plate and then serve it up and give it a try.
Okay, so it's all cooked up and ready to go, and first let's start off with the soda. Okay, so we're gonna do the taste test. The soda is like my favorite because I've known from the past ones before that they taste amazing usually, and the powder in this smelled so good. Like, it smelled so fruity and I love the way it fizzes. I did it with warm water. I'd recommend doing it with cold. I haven't even tasted it yet and I still recommend doing this with cold. But we're gonna give this a try first. Oh yeah. Okay, this stuff is amazing. If you've ever had, or like, probably not, because this is, I'm talking like when I was a kid, they had the Harry Potter potions making kit and it was the same stuff as that. Like, you could make little spiders and little potions to drink, and it's literally just sugar and water, but it tastes so nice. It tastes so verified. I love it. It's just like great flavored deliciousness, and they should so make this into a real drink because I get diabetes and drink it all the time. Okay, so moving on to the spaghetti. I'm a little bit frightened. The spaghetti was really cool to make. I'm pretty sure that's the same technique that they use when you make those little sushi balls. Now, the problem I have with mine is when I put the mixture into the noodle bag, when I went to like pour it into the solution, it literally came shooting out, and it says in the instructions, do this slowly, but it came firing out like a rocket. It was so hard to keep control of, especially in front of a camera. Maybe you'll have better luck, tweet me pictures, but mine went really fast. Okay, so just looking at this stuff, I don't know if you can see it, but the noodles are really wet with the solution. Like, I just can't get the solution out, but there's like this, whoa, I dropped it. I dropped the whole plate. So there's this like entire solution film around all of the noodles, which is kind of frightening. But hey, it looks super cute. I am impressed with the way it looks. It does look really cool, great for Instagramming and great for pictures, but I am frightened because it's like a meat one, and in my experience they don't taste that great. But let's give it a go. Okay, we're gonna start off with a little bit of noodle and sauce. So this is the noodles. It does look cool, but I'm frightened because it also kind of looks like worms. Okay. Okay, I was expecting that to be a lot worse than it was. It was freezing cold, so that's a bit of a downside. I'm not sure if I'm meant to microwave this whole thing. Probably not. Freezing cold, but the sauce is actually really nice and tomatoey. I kind of like that. And the spaghetti is just kind of like a jellified, kind of like, you know, like jelly snake worms. It kind of tastes like that. That's not bad, actually. I am actually thoroughly impressed with that. I thought it would be a lot worse than it is, than it looks. There's still the initial like, oh, what is that? And then it's like, you realize in your head, yeah, this is a tomato-based sauce. This won't kill me. This is fine. Okay, let's move on to a meatball. Oh, it's so thick. It looks like a brain. Oh no. Nah. Why do I do this to myself? Oh my god. Now that I've read the ingredients though, now that I know it's dough, it's not as terrifying as it was before. Like, you know, with the chicken nuggets, I thought that was actually chicken byproduct. Now I know it's dough in my head, I feel a lot safer. I feel like I'm gonna be okay. Okay, the texture is cold. It's gooey. It's not, maybe I didn't microwave them long enough, but I put them in for 20 seconds, even though the instruction book says put them in for 15. They're gooey. They are gooey and slimy, and to be honest, not that great. But I really like the noodles and the sauce and the drink, so maybe this is totally worth getting if you want to try this. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed the video. I have to act fast because my battery is gonna die. You can't see it, but I'm literally on like 2%. If you like the video, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and leave a comment down below if you want me to do more of these. I really love doing the Yummy Nummies Kitchen Mini Magic tutorials. They're really fun to do. And yeah, this has been Lady Pops. Thanks for watching. Bye!